Okay, we're back at Cinemark for another secret movie.
Number 2.
What do you think it's going to be?
So the R-rated movies in June are Death of Robin Hood. There's a Paul Rudd movie called Power Ballad. Scary movie.
I want to see Scary Movie.
Yeah,
if it's that, I'll be really excited.
Chances are it's
I
not
don't
gonna be
think
any
it's
of
going
them.
to be.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a movie we never heard of. Yeah, it could be.
There's
anything.
so many options, though.
There are.
June's going to be a big one.
June's gonna be a good one. So
All right,
stay
we're so
tuned.
excited.
I'll let you know in a couple hours. It's stuck.
What's happening? Okay. The movie was...
The Furious.
The Furious.
Oh my gosh, this was amazing. This was incredible.
Okay, so the trailers came through, and he was convinced it was going to be...
The Death of Robin Hood.
Because they were showing one period piece after another,
Yeah.
and then they showed romance, and I was like, nope, not Death of Robin. Then I was worried because they showed a horror movie.
Right.
And I was like, ooh, are we going to get Scary Movie? I was like, yeah, Scary Movie. And then the movie started, and I sat there for 5 minutes and had no clue what we were going to be in.
The Lionsgate logo came up, and we still were like, oh, wait, I don't know who distributes Scary Movie. Well, anyway, I was like, oh, Lionsgate, it might be a horror movie. No.
The Furious.
The Furious. What Obsession did for horror movies, this is going to do for action films. This was incredible. This was the likes of, it harkens back to the Jackie Chans and the Chow Yun-Fat and the Jet Li. And I was saying to Sammy, as it ended, where are all my Raid fans at? The Raid and the Raid 2, this is like a spiritual cousin to the Raid. If you love those films, as a matter of fact, there's 2 actors in this that are in the Raid. And then the one character is the same, almost the same archetype, the same character,
And for those who don't know what that is and are like on my side of things, it's a much better version of Taken.
Right, but no,
obviously doesn't compare.
Right,
but for the girlies like me that only have heard of Taken.
But this is the bloody action films, the raw hand-to-hand combat, the kung fu, the action scenes where the action set pieces feel like they have a 3-act structure. And some of these action set pieces just go on and on and on and on. And I'm seeing that, and they keep topping themselves. And if you haven't, I love this film.
Well, okay, so someone like me who, in past, he shows me an action movie, and after 2 minutes of fighting, I'm like, all right, enough already. I was never bored once during the entire time. The choreography was amazing from beginning to end.
It was incredible.
And I was on the edge of my seat because I don't think anybody was safe.
No, they showed us that very early on in the film.
That's true.
And then they do something in this film that I think, ooh, that's in poor taste.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, but it works for the character and where they go. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
And there's an audible gasp in the theater.
Like, everybody gasped.
I can't believe they did this.
I know, everybody completely gasped. I gasped.
Right. But like
I had my face like this for most of the, you know what? Not spoiler. The amount of eye shots that were in this movie.
The gouges.
Oh my gosh.
But this is bloody action, raw, beat the piss out of you, and it's the good action too. Like all my action people. It's the beautiful wides with the not as much cutting.
But at one point, I didn't know who was hitting each other. I didn't know.
So you thought it didn't do that? Oh. Well, there's a scene.
No, I'm talking about at the end. I was like, who's going after who?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying no.
Contradicting me.
No.
I'm very defensive. You need to see this film if you're an action. If you love
Do you know
action.
when it comes out?
I don't know. Well, in May.
I assume
or not May.
I assume it comes out sometime in June.
Sorry, I'm so enthralled with the.
He's enthralled. Well, so what's your score?
Okay, so I don't want to, as I said to you. This is my favorite movie there. I don't want to just throw out 5s, but this is a 4.5, and that's another thing too. Okay, some gripes. Maybe the character work could have been a little better. Like I cared enough about the journey of the protagonist and the father's story, getting his daughter back. You know that old song and dance. Some of the dialogue was a little wonky, but it's like.
But I think the dialogue was only wonky. You said that. it was dubbed.
No,
right?
no, but like the actual dialogue, like the
okay.
script.
Gotcha.
Yes, that's what threw her off too. Half of it was dubbed, and half of it was they just spoke their language.
I think I was confused at one point that I was like,
It was
why all of a
subtitles.
sudden were they speaking English when there was subtitles
Right.
throughout the first half,
Right.
and then all of a sudden English was
It's kind of
happening,
like
and
a
I was like,
spaghetti
oh,
western. Everybody just talks in their language, and then they just go back and dub.
yeah,
dub
and that I was
the English speakers say English speakers, and the
at first I was like, ooh,
yeah.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know about that, but yes,
Right.
but I give it a 4. I give it a
For
solid
this,
4.
yeah, for what this is. Like, because I was, 5, it's just an action film. Like, no, this is like...
Not just.
No, you know what I mean. Like, I've given it 5s. It's an action film, so just automatically 5. No, it's a 4.5. But like I said, like, if you're a Raid fan, and its sequel, this is like the next best...
And if you're worried
thing.
about being bored going with your boyfriend, husband, significant other, whoever, definitely go see it. I was not bored at all.
No, so support this film when it comes out. The Furious. 4.5 out of 5.
Another successful secret movie series at Cinemark.
Gotta keep doing these.
Can't wait for the next one.